Big revelation rather from Netflix, saying that they're worried more about Fortnite. That's right, Fortnite stealing screen time than any other streaming companies, like an HBO, for instance. I want to bring in Captain Rob Steinberg, Gamer World News entertainment host. Rob, what do you make? Fortnite, it's a big compliment, and it certainly seems like they might be right.
It certainly seems that way. If we look at the 2018 numbers, Fortnite made $2.4 billion last year, which is the most a video game has made annually in history, which is really fantastic. I think the thing that Netflix is probably the most afraid of right now is anything that's going to pull eyeballs away from their streaming platform. And if anything that the media has taught us right now is that people are crazy about Fortnite.
They're crazy about Fortnite, and when they're not playing that, they're binge watching. But what does it say for the industry, though? Because it seems to me, they talk consolidation all the time, and I never hear them talking about perhaps, buying one of these game makers. To me, it would be a slam dunk to start buying them because you've got the eyeballs and you also have products that you can leverage and make movies out of.
It's certainly a possibility. I think that's probably something that Netflix is considering or at least thinking about. The big thing for Fortnite to continue to be successful in 2019 is to retain as much of their player base as possible. We're talking about a game that right now has like 80 million active users, which is an incredible amount of users. But in order to retain those users, you're really going to have to change how the product looks in 2019. That could be anything from adding more maps, adding more skins, or opening it up to a larger market that isn't available. So something like China, for example.
Rob, I do want to ask you about one more thing. Niantic, they developed PokemonGo, that app, now valued at $4 billion, and they're releasing a Harry Potter game. Sounds like it's great news for the future. What do you think?
I really like Niantic, and I'm a really big fan of PokemonGo. As far as augmented reality goes inside games, I don't think that there's another game that has done it better. Now, that being said, I don't really know a whole lot about the Harry Potter game in terms of what it's going to play like, if it's going to be anything similar to PokemonGo. But if it is, PokemonGo in 2018 made $1.4 billion. Now, that is still a good $1 billion behind Fortnite, but that is an incredible amount of money, especially when it all comes from digital game sales, which free-to-play games took up 80% of all digital sales, and that brought in $87.7 billion in revenue last year. So there's definitely a chance that this could be successful.
You mentioned this augmented reality. I know Blue Magic, the first demonstration, more recent demonstration, didn't necessarily live up to the hype, but it feels like once we're able to actually live inside these games, all bets are off.
It is true, and in the case of PokemonGo, it's augmented reality, so it's like it's giving you an image inside of the real world and not so much virtual reality where it's completely taking you out of the world. But as we see these different technologies continue to progress, the possibilities for gaming in the future are just astounding. And it is so much fun to be a part of Gamer World News and watching this evolve over time.
Well, so much fun having you too. Captain Rob, thank you very much. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.